If you could just say a little bit about yourself, what your name is and where you're from.
Okay, my name is Vic Vucic. I'm the program officer for the Hewlett Foundation out of Palo Alto, California, and program officer for the OER, Open Educational Resources Program.
Hi, my name is Sunny Kim and I'm from Michigan State University.
My name is Mark Horner. I work at the Shuttleworth Foundation and I run a number of open educational related projects.
And where is the Shuttleworth Foundation?
It's based in South Africa, in Cape Town.
I'm Dave Cormier and I'm hailing from the University of Prince Edward Island.
My name is Sarah Kern and I'm from South Portland, Maine, and I work for the Gulf of Maine Research Institute in Portland.
Alias Abnotia, University of Michigan, the Open Michigan Initiative.
I'm David Wiley from Brigham Young University.
And I am John Mott, also from Brigham Young University.
Chris Geis from Michigan State University.
My name is Catherine Gogi. I come from Kenya, where I run a project called OER Africa. OER Africa operates under the auspices of SADI. SADI is the South African Institute for Distance Education.
Hi, I'm Ruth Rominger, Director of Learning Design at the Monterey Institute for Technology and Education.
I'm Executive Director of Connections.
And where's Connections located?
Connections is located in Houston, Texas.
Oh, how is
it? It's really located all over the world.
My name is Neeru Paharia. I am from California, but I'm finishing my PhD at Harvard in Boston.
Yeah, my name is Scott Nelson. I'm a technology steward living here in Vancouver, Canada.
Hi, I'm Murugan Pal from CK12 Foundation. We are a non-profit organization to provide K-12 high-quality textbooks for free, and it's collaborative and it can be continuously improved.
Hi, I'm Barbara Ilowski, Mathematics and Statistics Professor at DeAnne's College in Cupertino, California.
So my name is Pete Kleimer from the University of Michigan, the Open Michigan Initiative.
Well, I'm Lee Blackwell. I currently live in Dunedin, working at the Otago Polytechnic in educational development.
My name is Stephen Downs. I work for the National Research Council of Canada. I'm based in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada.
I'm Cynthia Gimes, and I'm from the Institute for the Study of Knowledge Management and Education, which is in Half Moon Bay, California.
I'm Teresa Hall from Oregon State University.
I'm Fred Mulder, Rector of the Open Universiteit Nederland.
Hi, my name is Andy Blanco. I'm from the Learning Games Network that's based in Boston.
I'm Rand Spiro. I'm from lots of places, but most recently I'm at Michigan State University.
Hey, I'm Seth Gorell. I'm from Brigham Young University and also representing Causal here.
I'm Wiki Randy, and I'm with Wiki Educator and the OER Foundation.
I'm Brendan Gunther. I'm from Michigan State University. I'm the Director of Virtual University Design and Technology, so I help faculty teach online.
My name is Catherine Paul. I work with the University of British Columbia with the Office of Learning Technology, and I'm a community of practice facilitator there.
Jutta Leveja from the Open University in the UK.
Hi, I'm Derek Churnside. I work at the University of Canterbury in Christchurch. I'm an amateur and a dabbler in terms of open education, and I mainly do course design and staff development.
I'm Cindy Brown from the United States, California, I guess most of the time, the rest of the time in Asia.
I love Vancouver. It's a beautiful city. Nice mix of ocean, mountain, and cosmopolitan energy.
I love it. It's so. I'm like seriously thinking I might become Canadian and move
move here.
Well, I've been before. Really enjoying it. Could do with a little bit more sunshine. There's some rain today, but I think that's most days.
It's really awesome.
I'm excited to be in Vancouver. It's a beautiful city. It was fun to see the mountains peeking out above the clouds when I went on my morning run this morning.
I'm happy to be in Vancouver. It's really pretty out.
I haven't seen any of it because I was so nervous about, what I was going to do, that's what I was focusing on, as well as getting rid of my jet lag so that I would actually be able to speak in coherent sentences. So I hope to...
It's nice. It actually seems a lot like San Francisco here. The weather and I don't know, it seems like San Francisco somehow.
Everybody loves Vancouver. Although I've got to say, the homelessness and the poverty is in your face, and that's a good thing and a bad thing. I'd like to see Vancouver helping people who can't afford accommodation. The accommodation here is quite expensive, right?
Right.
And so I'd like to see that.
I love Vancouver. I've been here many times. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. It's a brilliant city. I wish it wasn't so expensive to live in, but it's one of the best cities in the world, and I come back whenever I can.
It's great, and so far the first morning of the conference has been great. I've already learned quite a few things and I'm looking forward to the next few days.
Vancouver is an amazing city. Very nice city.
Great. Cycling around the city, it's really good on Saturday, had a whole day, and fascinating. Look, that's a very interesting question. I've nearly twittered this question. I haven't quite decided where I or we back at my institution should put down our roots. There's so many repositories, so many networks and communities to choose from. I have a choice of New Zealand OER Foundation, brand new, or Wiki Educator, or Open Ed at CC Learn. I really don't know yet.
In my previous life, I was a historian, so I really enjoyed Norm Friesen's look at sort of the standing on the shoulders of giants.
My favorite ones are the completely off-the-wall ideas about institutional transformation. Peer-to-peer university, things like maybe the whole university should be open, like all student work, all faculty, publishing, teaching, everything completely open and transparent. Not that I buy into that at all, I'm completely skeptical that would be even feasible.
My favorite one was Arash's. There in particular, I see a real possible complementary sort of relationship between our concerns.
I admit that I was very enthusiastic about the presentation that Catherine Googie gave on the first day on what's going on in Africa, because I think that is extremely important.
The peer-to-peer university session, and I immediately afterwards went out and signed up to be one of their first students. So
oh, great! Really for which class?
For the non-fiction creative.
Oh, I'm actually teaching, or I'm actually.
You are?
I'm designing that course, yeah. So I'll see you there. I'll see you online.
I'm not good with favorite this or favorite that. Okay. So, because just like we just finished the discussion of quality, right? It really depends on what you're up to, what you're doing, and all kinds of other things. So I don't like to pick favorites.
I enjoyed Jim Groom's talk. Actually, he's always enjoyable to listen to, and sparks new ideas. Particularly his last point about we need to recognise the internet as like a cosmos of stars or something. He used better words. He's cool. And that we need to find a way to, in our designs, to replicate that image. That challenge is what we're doing so far.
I'm heavily involved with the Connections project, so I'm always in love with that project, but I've been learning about so many new projects. One of the projects that I've just learned about, I'm wearing the t-shirt now, which is Peer-to-Peer University.
Oh, Peer-to-Peer.
I'm eager to try and take maybe one of their courses.
Which course are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about taking the course with Nero at Harvard, which is the social behavior with economics.
Yes.
And I was thinking about doing the poker one, but I'm not a strong enough poker player. So.
I like the unconference part of the Michigan initiative, the Open Michigan. It's called OERCA.
Oh, okay.
They built a content analysis tool.
Peer-to-peer university.
You want to say a little bit about it?
Yeah, so the idea is to sort of, so there's all these open educational resources now online, but a lot of learning happens within a social context. So universities provide social context for people to learn, sort of a structured environment for people to learn. So what we're trying to do is to basically build a social infrastructure that enables people to learn. So setting up classes, having groups of people learn together, having assignments and deadlines, all those things that a university has, assessment and accreditation, those are hard things to solve, but that's basically the mission of Peer-to-Peer University is to set all that infrastructure up so that people have an easier time learning.
Project. Or that connection. Can you say...
I get fired if I don't say that.
Can you say one-line descriptor? Of Connections?
Well, it provides open access in a truly open format where it's available to everyone in the entire world to use however they want to, and including people who can transform the information into different culturally relevant experiences for their constituents, which is fantastic.
Probably Jim Groom's session talking about their blog setup and how when you think about openness as the default, position, all the interesting things that get enabled afterward.
I was going to say Jim, so now I'll say Catherine's this morning, the keynote on Africa, OER, amazing stuff. Very inspiring.
We got peer pressure here. I mean, the P2P university stuff is pretty darn cool. I think it's one of something that is unique for a big foundation like Hewlett to really kind of spin off a small kind of innovation grant. You know, for us, it's getting the funds out quickly to a small group and just see what happens. And it's pretty impressive to see how much coverage they've got, how much traction they're getting very quickly, and you know, I'm excited to see what happens. Because I feel it's an untraditional way to change and really make big impact. And the other fun part about it is that there's so many what we call positive externalities that happen that we haven't really predicted, and so it's great that we can go in, kind of shake things up a bit, make things open, and then all of a sudden you see all these amazing things happen that we never even designed or thought about at all. And so it's very kind of innovative and always very creative and exciting.
Because it equalizes the playing field. It brings access to people who normally wouldn't have it.
It'll improve quality and improve access, and that's those are both real issues in South Africa.
I love open educational resources because
they make me feel warm inside.
They make me feel.
I don't love open educational resources.
So why don't you love open educational resources?
I think because we might be building it into an institution in its own right that would be hard to move beyond. So open educational resources was never an end game. It's a way to change the system we're in now so that we can get towards an end game where it's just free-for-all kind of content, and the whole money based on content model is challenged enough to find another model. So I'm worried that open educational resources is becoming an institution in its own right, and we won't be able to move on past that.
That's an interesting way of putting it. For me, it's all about access. It's about giving people the opportunity that they may currently be denied to have the access to an education and everything that comes from it. Open educational resources are a part of that, along with open delivery and open assessment or accreditation.
I think that the ability to remix and reuse is a really important aspect of the materials.
I like giving access to knowledge. I like sharing. I like not having cost as a barrier for people. That's what really motivates me.
I love open education because it's a great opportunity to connect with a community of educators, learners, people interested in sharing and working together and creating new stuff and new ways of learning.
I think it opens up a world of participation and a way for people to self-represent themselves and also take control of their learning.
High quality educational materials and resources that are freely available and available to adapt to any context, anywhere, and any place.
As both a resource, so like a thing in terms of content that can be modified and used and redistributed, but I would also, more importantly, consider it as a process of collaboration, a process of thinking things through together with other people, and yeah, a process of collaboration.
So any resource, and which can be used for educational purposes, that is available in a way that allows it to be adapted, reintegrated, modified, used without legal or technical impediments.
It's a big, tough question that's been debated. Certainly, there's wiki definition in Wikipedia that you can use, talking about OER being open, freely available, high quality, educational, either for the students or the faculty or both, available 24/7. Obviously through the internet.
Open educational resources as educational resources that can be shared without legal or technical restrictions or barriers, that can be remixed and reused and used freely by anyone in the world.
Okay.
Well, I add practices to the end of it. Open educational resources and practices, and that implies a process, journey, all that sort of stuff, and it takes it away from the content-centric, copyright-centric, and all those rather impractical things. Yeah, so practices become practical things, you know, using open formats, publishing openly, things like that, rather than just getting bedded down in the copyright.
Okay.
And that's basically a copyright.
Resources that anyone can create and anyone can use for the purpose of learning.
It is to make available learning materials to anybody, and to give opportunity to anybody to add to those learning materials at the right quality level. Quality, I think, is very important in this whole area.
Oh, I'm still learning, but since I study ill-structured domains, and one of my influences is the philosopher Wittgenstein, who famously demonstrated how many different ways you could define the word game, to the point that there are no common, necessary, and sufficient conditions for such a definition, rather just a set of family resemblance relationships. I will not fall into the trap of trying to define the undefinable. I'll just point to my growing awareness that there seem to be many definitions around.
Define it as something to help people change.
Open education is a sustainable and renewable resource.
I think open educational resources, I think I'm going to fixate more on the licensing aspect of it. So it would be anything from the smallest piece of content to a whole content package, including the pedagogical thought behind it, as long as it's permissibly licensed in a way that grants you the ability to at least use it, if not remix it, and reuse yourself.
Something that lets me do my job better, and that I can share with others so they can learn.
Open everything.
Look, when I came, I thought I could have done that, but I think I can do that less now. But it's sharing. It's what you have, you give away, and you can, it helps build relationships and beneficial to everybody, students and staff, and our time.
The future.
The future.